What's up with that? Two cowards who don't even smoke crack. What's up with that? Two cowards who don't even smoke crack.
Hey man,
Hey,
how you doing this week?
I'm pretty good. I do have an opening question for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you have your GAT?
Oh yeah. And I'm ready to attack.
I'm ready to attack 4 brilliantly piece of shit albums.
We'll call it.
Alright, I'm gonna say it's either 4 or 2 or 1, depending on how you want to look at it.
I'm gonna
Because-
say that it is similar to the Christian concept of the Trinity. They are 4 individual albums of one whole album.
Okay.
That's my interpretation.
Well, hey, what kind of show is this?
This is a Hey guys, we're two cowards who don't even smoke crack. This is a podcast dedicated to reviewing the musical works of Lee Carter, aka Lee Dog, aka Cobra, aka Rip, aka Diamondback, or as you may know him, Viper. Between the two of us, we have 0 years of experience in reviewing music, or really professional criticism of any kind. In some ways, this makes us perfect to review Viper because we too know what it feels like to be devoid of any sort of talent. I've really got to make that into a drop. I really got to just record us sometime so that I can just drop that in there and I won't have to do it every single time.
Yeah. Well, who are we?
Oh, I'm Garrett.
And I will. And we forgot to do an intro before now, but that's okay.
That's all right.
We got a good start.
It is good. There's no way I'm cutting out the bit about the,
Oh no, all this should stay in.
absolutely. So what's up? We got, what do we listen to this week?
Well, this is, as you might recall, or if anyone is joining us for the first time, you picked a good one. This is the Cobra Special. Cobra being kind of Viper's son, but not his actual son. It's the rap name he made for his son, where Viper's regular voice is now Cobra and deep voice Viper is Viper.
Yes.
We'll get into that a little bit more later, but interesting decision he made in Yule Cowards. He just kind of did it. And,
No. That was on. He did it on Hiram Clark Hustler. Was the
That's
first
right,
album
that's
he did.
right.
He
That's
did
right.
Cobra.
And boy, he took it to new lows this week.
So we listened to Wrapped in Win. We listened to Them Rappers Claim They Hard. We listened to Fish and Chips, and we listened to what was the last one we listened to?
Thugs of a Feather.
Thugs of a Feather, which is genuinely a good name.
That's an awesome name. I think we should start with These Rappers Claim They Hard when them slur for gay people. Never Seen the Pen, because it was an original album.
Is this the original?
Yes, so that was the first one. And then all the others were
Really?
released afterwards. I guess you didn't get my text. I tried to tell you that earlier.
Oh no, I didn't get
yeah,
that.
that one came first, and all the
I
others
did not
were
realize
right
that.
afterwards.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought that.
No, that's
Wrapped
why.
in Win came out first.
No, I was wrong about that when I originally made the list. That's why Cobra isn't on These Rappers Claim They Hard.
Okay, well that changes my
Your opinion? You thought
calculus a
that-
little bit.
You thought that he deprived us of some Cobra action later in the game?
Yes and no.
Okay.
All right, so are we going to start with These Rappers Claim They Hard?
I think we should.
All right,
It came up
so
first.
genuinely, this is a really, really difficult album for me to pin down. Again, it's hard for me to get past the fact that he uses an anti-gay slur in the title.
Mm-hmm.
But putting that aside, this is probably my favorite Viper album.
You're insane.
I'm so serious. I think this is his best album.
I think there is one good song. I think that he took the idea from Yule Cowards, because Yule Cowards, it's about like, oh, these other rappers claim that they're tough, but they don't do crack and sell crack like I do. So
Yeah.
it's like, I'm going to do it again, except this time I'm going to say that these rappers didn't go to prison and I did.
Sure.
But instead of rapping about multiple things, every single song is the women love me and the men hate me. And sometimes he goes into how much the women love him, and sometimes he goes into how much the men hate him, and
Yeah.
that's every song.
That's fair. That is a completely valid criticism. That is also why, in some Wrapped in the Wind could also be my favorite Viper album. But I want to point this out. We have a different. You focus on the lyrics with your criticism, right?
I do. That's true,
album.
and they're very lazy. I think that's why I don't like it. Honestly.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about.
Okay.
Listen, Viper's lyrics again. I don't listen to Viper for the lyrics unless I'm specifically doing it to talk shit about his lyrics. I think this album has some genuinely really, really interesting and experimental and kind of unique beats. I've said this since the beginning. I think that if it was anybody besides Viper rapping over Viper beats,
it would be kind of cool sometimes.
Yeah, there would be good. A lot of these songs would be really, really good if it was somebody else rapping over it. This is the culmination of what we've seen. He's really distilled a lot of the good things that I've said about his other albums. The production. Again, I'm not touching the lyrics at all.
Okay.
Those are indefensible, completely indefensible.
Yeah.
But no more indefensible than any other Viper lyrics. I think that the production on this is the distillation of a lot of the good things I've said about other Viper albums. I think that he has the experimentation and he has the kind of synth-ish stuff from Will Cowards.
There is a lot of better synth in this one than last time for sure.
Yeah, a lot of good synth. I think it sounds like he got a drum machine because it's really crisp and really clear.
The samples aren't quite as obnoxious.
No, the samples are well placed. The samples are well produced. They're placed and they're used sparingly. They're not on every song like they are on some of the other earlier albums. I don't know. I really, really like the beats on this.
There's definitely one that we'll get to that I really liked, but there's also weird ones. I guess I'll save it. But there's weird, like, the beat would be good, but then he adds, like, it's like you're putting toppings on ice cream. Yeah. And he's just put too many things on there. Yeah. And it's like, okay, this beat would have been cool, but you've got this really loud pan flute over the top now, and I hate it.
See, and that's what I disagree with.
Okay.
I think that it is admirable to do like that. I can see where you're coming from with that. And then it might be too discordant, like it may be too many things on top of each other. But that's kind of what I meant by experimental. I think that he's putting things that wouldn't traditionally be on a hip hop beat on a hip hop beat. Which I think
accept that.
Yeah, which I think is good. And I think listen, again, none of these songs are good by comparison to any other like
real
experimental hip hop artist or anything like that. But I think that this is the most creative. The beats are the most creative by far of any Viper album. And that's why I stand by this one.
That point I will agree with. The beats are the most creative. There is actually there's a lot of different beats. He doesn't make one beat that sounds kind of cool and then just do it over and over like some of the other albums. I mean, he kind of does, but it's not as noticeable. At the end he gave up. But the lyrics are the laziest. I've got several quotes for almost every song of just lines.
I'm glad about that because I seriously completely tuned his lyrics out. I did not pay attention to any lyrics whatsoever.
In that case, would you like to go ahead and jump right into As My New Ride Crawl?
Yes, or as it is called on Wrapped in Wind, Thongs Fall.
Yeah. I didn't go through and figure out what all the songs are because it's like he didn't like a couple of them or where they were in the original and just moved them around.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just going to read off. I got three quotes for this one that I'd really like to get your opinion on.
Okay.
So to preface, I make fun of his rhymes a lot, and like slant rhyming is a thing. So I'm not going to give him too hard of a time, but it is worse than I've ever seen. So the first one, these boys need an adventure. As I'm ballin', she's callin'. That's my intention.
Yep.
Adventure with intention. Not loving that.
Not quite, Viper. Not quite.
Then he says, I got diamonds shaped like a hexagon.
That lyric stood out to me. That was not my favorite lyric, but I was like, what does that fucking mean, Viper?
It's a thing. Apparently, it's a popular thing, like getting your diamonds cut in different shapes to have like a more unique wedding band. I don't know why he did that, but I just thought, again, like you said, stuck out to me.
Yeah.
But then this one is the best of this song specifically. Cuties, which he calls girls cuties and cutie pies a lot in this album, which
He
really
does. He
makes me
does.
feel uncomfortable because I liked gals better. At least
I also liked gals
you could
better.
at least pretend that a gal could be an adult, but I don't know about cuties. Anyway, it also makes me think of that Netflix show, which is
Yeah.
not. Anyway, he says, "Cuties realize my life is rare. I don't pay a fare. If you become, I pay underwear."
What does that mean?
I think he's saying that he doesn't have to pay his women, and if they come, he gets to keep their underwear.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Also,
I mean, the song is also, yeah, that's fair. The song, again, the chorus is stack this cheese and watch these thongs fall. So that does
this
track.
is definitely leaning towards the pantheon of the boys hate me, but the women love me. Here's how the women love me.
Yeah.
Song. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else for this one. If you want to move on to Peep Stang.
No, the only thing that I had written down for this one is that it kind of shocked me a little bit when I first listened to it. I was like, this beat is not bad. And that it is very different from most of the other Viper albums. That's what I liked about it. The biggest
It
thing
starts
that I liked
off very different.
Yeah.
That's fair.
but yeah, let's go to
Peep Stang, baby.
or Time and Time Again. I'm looking at I wrote the notes.
Oh, you
for
did
Wrapped
write
in
them down?
Win.
Okay.
I just wrote them down for Wrapped in Win.
Okay. I don't know if they're in the same order on Wrapped in Win. Actually, I don't think they all are. But for now, I think it's good.
No,
like
I think
8
they
tracks
are.
in, I think they switch up. Oh, okay. Okay.
I think they are. I could be wrong on that because again, I didn't pay much attention. But
There's a sample on this song. The beat was fine. This is one of the ones where I thought the beat was okay, but he samples his own voice,
yes,
and it sounds really bad because it's at the exact same audio level as his actual voice, and it's not edited at all.
Right.
So it's hard to tell sometimes what words are his weird sample and what words are his verse.
yeah.
And
yeah.
I skipped it after the first verse because it was hurting my brain.
Yeah. So did you get to hear the really cool breakdown in the middle of the song?
Yes, I heard through the second hook, and then I was like, I can't handle another verse.
The only thing that I've written down about it is, this one felt a lot more classic Viper. It had that very big, or very oppressive, rather, synth in the background of it with the beat over it. But again, it was high quality recording. It was good production, and I appreciated the breakdown in the middle and the kind of bridge section. I don't think he's ever done that before. So props
he changed the beat halfway through, at least for a second, and then it went right back. But it was
which is cool. Hats off to you, Viper.
I agree. How about Got Dude Struggling?
I have nothing for As Boys Fall Off, which is
I got 2 quotes on this one.
All right, go for it.
So the first one, all the girls say me in, the letter N, by the way, is how it is on Genius. I don't know. All the girls say me and them are indivisible, and the way they handle me is so sensual.
Yeah, and that one was pretty good. I like that a lot, actually.
That
line is so good.
This one is up there for me this week. I'm running circles round boys like Jupiter, as cutie pies call me and say we scoopin' ya.
Well, at least on this one, we know that they at least have driver's licenses, which is good.
True, but running circles around boys like Jupiter is such a weird...
Yeah, I don't know what that... Jupiter doesn't have... I mean, it does have rings, but it's not like...
But he didn't say rings, he said circles.
But I would assume he's referring to like
the
rings
rings
around the planet. But
I thought it was just like he was making big, slow, like, rotations around him, like Jupiter around the sun.
Maybe.
I have no idea. I just thought that was such a weird line. Both of those things. Who says we scoopin' ya? Like, it makes me wonder, when he was writing this, which part did he come up with first? Because I feel like he does that a lot, where he'll come up with a line, and then he'll come up with the rhyme afterwards, either before or after.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, like, which of these was the money line? I'm running around boys like Jupiter, or as cutie pies call me and say we scoopin' ya?
I think it's Jupiter. I think he thought that was a really, really smart thing to say. He's like, I'm going to talk about planets on this album.
Yeah.
I don't know why I made him into Wilford Brimley, but...
I'd rather him be someone else.
I'd rather it be, yeah, absolutely.
How about So Much Cash I Got? Or
yeah.
I don't know what it's called in the next one.
It is called Big Cash.
Okay.
Big Cash, which I want to point out, the Wrapped in Wind version, did you listen to it on the YouTube Topic album thing? Yeah,
Yes.
so you and I are 25% of all listens on that song.
I listened to it twice, so
Okay,
it
so
could
we
be
are
more.
yeah, we're probably like 30%.
A third of the that's really impressive. The first note I have is gleam track.
Yep,
Because he just says gleaming.
Yep.
I got excited for some reason that it was a gleam track.
I also have he's still lyrically gleaming written down as well.
I got 2 quotes again for this one.
Go for it.
All right, so first, this is a callback. See if you catch the thing that we've talked about before. My diamonds give me so much illumination that dudes given me
Ballerhation.
even more ballerhation.
Ballerhation.
And he says it much more clearly this time. It's definitely ballerhation.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I want to know if Viper's like of Haitian descent and like he's trying to flex on that. Maybe
He's used it in the same context twice as like the dudes are giving him like hatred.
Yeah,
or,
and
like,
on Genius it's one word, which I think is interesting.
It's so consistently the same way that I feel like those Genius writers know something we don't.
Yeah,
But I have scoured now
either that
twice.
or it's one guy who's writing
that's
all
also
of it,
possible.
which is because there's only 3 contributors on this song.
I have scoured the internet now twice trying to figure out what ballerhation means, and I don't know. But I think I'm ready.
It's spelled like baller annihilation.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's my favorite
It's cool,
quote
though.
on the album.
I like it.
If you're ready.
Yeah.
This is by far my favorite thing Viper has ever said. My name is in all the pretty girls' day planner. They see me and their day makes it an extravaganza.
That is really good. That is a really good one.
Not only does this imply, like, I don't know, some people keep planners as an adult, but usually, like, grade school age girls keep planners.
I don't know. I know a lot of girls. My mom keeps a day planner.
Okay. But also, they say me in their day makes it an extravaganza. That's terrible.
Yeah, that is really bad.
You wonder my name. Also, why is his name in their planner? Like, did they have dates with him? Is that what he's trying to say? I assume.
I like to imagine that it's just they have
it's like he signed it like a yearbook.
Yeah, February. Yeah, he just wrote "Have a great summer, Viper."
Because again, I have to wonder. Viper. I assumed that the line he came up with first was "My name is in all the pretty girls' day planner."
Yeah,
and not the other one.
Yeah,
but why is that the best you came up with?
Extravaganza is a stretch for day planner.
What did you think about this song?
Which one is this?
This
Big Cash?
For me, it is. I got so much cash. I got so probably.
Yeah, it's just called Big Cash, which I really like.
I think it's called Watch Us on one of the others. I don't know.
Fuck yeah. Now, I didn't like the weird cut. It just cuts right out at the end instead of having a fade out, which I thought was weird. But no, that's all I had. I just wrote that he was still lyrically gleaming, that you and I were 25 to 30% of all listens, and that there was a weird cut right at the end.
Yep.
But the next song is by far...
I love the next song.
Yeah, my favorite Viper song ever. No. Favorite Viper song ever, period.
Wow.
Period.
I liked it a lot. I thought the beat was actually cool. It sounded like Viper was trying, kind of. Yes. I also liked My Cake Got the Cutie Pie's Jubilant. I get what they want and don't see a pocket dent.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
I liked this one. It has 2 check marks for me, which is those are the only 2 check marks I gave all day.
Yeah.
So I think I gave something a 3 check mark last week, but
no, this is my favorite Viper song.
I gave the one with the doors open like chicken wings like a couple of check marks last week. That was pretty good.
This song and My Hops are like the two Viper songs that I would actually like willingly listen to.
Yeah.
Not regularly, of course.
Right, but like you could throw it on and be like, this is kind of fun.
Yeah. Again, though, I've said it again. I've said it since episode 1. Viper's the worst part of his fucking albums because if you had any other rapper on this beat, it
Yep.
would be better. Literally
wish-
any other rapper.
I wish Bacardi Proof was here to rap on this album.
Dude, if Bacardi Proof rapped over this would be the greatest song ever made.
well,
This is the smallest hill that I'm willing to die on.
so we're gonna start another GoFundMe this week. To not only find Bacardi Proof, but also to get him to record a cover of "All Girls Love Us" or whatever the fuck it's called on the other albums.
I did
And
want to
then-
point that out. The name of it is All Girls Are in Love with Us.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of really good. The Fish and Chips has a lot of the really good
Titles, yeah.
like all women's is thongs drop for us is
Yeah,
really good.
yep.
Or these boys won't find peace of mind.
That's actually fuck. We missed out on the best name for our podcast ever. We should have we should have been These Boys Won't Find Peace of Mind.
We won't. It's true. We can call it that. That's what we're gonna name the title today for this
Yeah,
week.
absolutely.
Yeah, big fan of that. And every ladies drops thongs for us as
Yeah,
our
it's also
beautiful
really
last
good. It
album.
just sounds like
Anyway.
he had a stroke over it.
we gotta move on to Watch Me or whatever it's called
It's-
after.
Yeah,
Watch
on,
Us.
Watch. It's literally called Watch Us on fucking Wrapped in Win.
This one, immediately I was like, beat okay, and then I was like, okay, the fucking My Heart Will Go On pan flute just chimed in, and
See,
it
I
kind of
like
ruined
that.
it for me.
I don't
Viper
know.
also says they give it all to me. I'm peaceful as a dove, which is really strange since he constantly talks about killing people, including on this song where he
Right.
talks about killing Marks.
Right.
So I'm not sure about peaceful as a dove. It also didn't rhyme with any of the lyrics around it, so he just said it.
Yeah. I actually liked the version of this song on Wrapped in Win better. Because the pan flute combined with the Cobra modulation.
Actually, that's the Viper modulation, remember?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just for
Right,
people.
right.
I have
Father form Viper.
Yeah. Viper 2. The Viper
I can
voice
see that.
modulation with the pan flute kind of... Because the thing is, so we'll get to this when we talk about Wrapped in Win on its own. The reason I'm torn between saying that one is better or this one is better is because I do like Wrapped in Win, and this song in particular, he almost uses that Cobra modulation as another instrument rather
Yes.
than or it at least feels like that.
And
it's probably
he didn't
not his
change
intention.
the production on Wrapped in Win from this one. They're
Right.
the same production, whereas
Yes.
he really does some weird, terrible things to it in the other two. So
Right.
I can see why if you can get like into the modulation, then like Wrapped in Win with these beats, kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. Okay,
Yeah.
I see it. How about Ball and Not Fall?
As We Bling, as I have it.
Okay. Just remember this one, he sounded really weird. He was just
Yes.
singing wrong.
Yes.
I have Why He's Singing Like That, and the audio quality is just bad. And the second verse especially, I was just mouth agape. I could not understand.
A word.
Not that I
saying.
couldn't understand what he was saying any more or less than usual, but just the way he was singing, it's like he woke up in the middle of the night, walked into the bathroom, took a piss, drank a glass of water, and then did this whole song.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
I'm also not a huge fan of this song. I think that this is a point where he's kind of he borrows a little too much from the last song.
Yeah, we have All Girls Love Us was definitely the peak of the
Yeah.
roller coaster, and we
Yeah.
are just heading down, down, down.
Yeah, it gets way worse from here. I agree with that. But this song in particular, I was disappointed coming off of Watch Me / Watch Us because it felt that one again. Those are two good songs in a row, and then this one was like it kind of felt like he was falling back into the Yule Cowards trap where he would make a good beat and people would tell him that it was a good beat and he'd go, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna make the exact same beat and just like change a few things up about it. But I don't know. It gets worse from here. This one is
agree.
not nearly as bad as the rest of this album, but I was disappointed by it.
Speaking of which, I only have one note for Hater Proof, which is my next one. I don't remember what it is on the. What is
The
that,
next
Weebling?
one. No. The next one is Plain to See.
Plain to see for you. Okay, well, for me,
Maybe.
it's
It might
ball
be.
and not fall. So I'm not sure.
Oh, no. That is,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's out
This is
of
different order. Different order.
because yours is ball and never fallen
Right.
on yours. So
Right.
either way, how about that? I have no note for hater proof other than that he keeps his money on the roof now because he needed a rhyme for hater proof.
Nice.
Is what I'm guessing. Also, the hook is bad. The verses are the same as you would expect.
Yeah.
Because he's got money and they mad, hoes mad, basically.
Hose mad times 43.
I don't like this one, but I had very little to say about it, and I
Yeah.
just had more for I'm a Clowner.
I have basically nothing left, no other notes left for this album because Ballin' Never Fallen, Top of the Stang, and I Mash on Boys feel like the exact same song to me. They just kind of blended. I literally had to check. I was playing a video game and I literally had to go, how long is this fucking song? And I realized that I had played three songs.
Oh yeah.
Because they all seem exactly the same. And that's again kind of what disappoints me about this album. It's still I still think it's my favorite Viper album, but it is the second half, the last like 20 minutes of it are just okay. They're just, it's literally just, you said it I think in
the roller coaster
2. No, the porridge in your ears, like it all just kind of starts to fade together and it all just kind of starts to meld, and that's how the second half of this album is for me.
Well, I'll shoot through some notes on some lyrics then, if that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to figure out what the name of the song that my favorite lyric is from.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump to I'm a Clowner.
Go for it.
It was the other song that had pan flute in it. It actually sounded like the exact same pan flute sample, although the beat was different. I liked it a little bit more. I said that it sounded like Viper and a second slightly drunk Viper were both trying to rap at the same time.
Yeah.
And that bothered me, of course. In this song, he says, "To the spoils go the victor."
Yes,
which is
he does
not
say
how
that.
That's not how that expression goes.
Nope. He definitely thought that was like really cool for him to say it. He's like, I'm gonna change it up a little bit.
And here's another really excellent elite level rhyme. It's me, all the pretty girls envelop. With they love, one more reason, boys jealous.
Nice. Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Do you have anything for I'm a Clowner that you'd like to say?
I have literally nothing for the rest of this album.
All right, well, I'll keep rolling then. You just stop me when you got something.
Yeah, go for it.
Next up,
you may actually say my favorite lyric as one of yours. So if you do it before I find what the name of the song is, because I'm frantically searching for it right now.
Okay. I have I Ride is the next song. This is a 3-bar where none of these words rhyme with each other, by the way, so get ready.
Nice.
All the girls call me sire, which that's great. All the girls call me sire. I mingle, then later on, they show me their entire body. Hold on. They show me their entire body without any clothes.
That reminds me of
straight awkward pauses to be like.
Again, that's one of those. Yeah, we talked about it last week where he's just like, I imagine him at a show where he's like saying the lyric and then nobody gets it and he goes, their entire bodies.
And no one cares. And it's like, without any clothes. And they're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like, I ate nails for breakfast. So this is without any milk.
Exactly. This is also the first thing he says in the verse. This is like his first impression. I just love that. All the girls call me sire. That's weird. He's never said that before.
Yeah.
I mingle, then later on they show me they, not there. I said there. It's they entire body without any clothes.
When did Game of Thrones come out? He may have stolen sire from that.
I feel like good question. This all these remixes, or I guess the original one came out in 2009, and most of the remixes came out in the next couple of years.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Game of Thrones. Start date, is that how you would say that?
Yeah. Do the HBO.
It says I don't think that's right, that it's April 14th of 2019. I think it was before then.
I'm gonna agree with that. I feel like it was
It began filming in July of 2010, so it didn't come out
okay.
yet. So
Gotcha.
no, he just said Sire. All right, well I'm gonna move on to I Shine.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
just wanted to give a quick shout out to him ripping off his own flow. I know I talked about this a little bit last week, but I immediately recognized the flow he stole. So in this one, he's like, "Watch as I bling, watch as I ride, hitting licks that these dudes can't find," and it's stolen directly from the song "Can I Be Heard" from Hustlin' Thick, where he's like, "Can I be heard in this game of pain?" The like many do's and don'ts, many don'ts and do's. It's exactly the same flow. It really bothered me because I like that one. It's like a catchy hook for that song from Hustlin' Thick, and this is the same thing but worse.
Yeah.
Next up, I'm on top of the game. He says, "I cut through foes' defense flag. My offense is something they can't withstand."
Nice.
I have no notes for.
I can't
For
fucking
me to
find
be
my
made.
lyric.
What is it?
It's my favorite lyric is "You fools haven't even had your first three-way, while I'm foursomes and fivesomes every day."
I remember that one, but I don't remember which one it's on. Oh, that is a good one. I think that's on "I'm a Clowner," the same as the "To the Spoils Go the Victor."
Maybe. I gotta find it. I'm gonna find it.
I don't know.
It may be
Yeah.
earlier. I may have been a fool and skipped
For
it.
me to be made, I did not have a note for. It was boring. It was like one album ago he was complaining about how being made sucked and he doesn't want to be made, and now he's being made, so I don't know why he thinks that like this Italian mafia thing is something.
Yeah, I
to
was
care
gonna
about.
say he probably again.
Maybe gangs do that too. I don't know.
I would assume so, but also I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Sopranos recently, and so I got that on my brain, I guess.
Oh, well. Next up is "I Stack All Day," where
Okay.
this hook, I have just basically monkey noise written down, which is my actual
Whoa.
caption, because he goes, "Oh, whoa, whoa, I stack I roll." It's just I roll after him grunting for like 10 seconds, and then he just starts,
Fuck
and
yeah.
then he does it again. It's
Fuck
terrible.
yeah.
I Gotta Hustle is terrible, and that's it. Those are the notes. I gave this album a 2 out of 10, but it's the best of the day in my opinion. Keep in mind, I heard this one first, and all of the other ones after, so I feel like that probably affected my opinion, because I did give a increasingly worse rating as we went on. I think hearing the songs more than once immediately made them worse.
Yeah. I agree
So
with
any final thoughts you have for "These Rappers Claim They Hard"?
No, I wish I could find that fucking lyric.
I do too.
But I cannot. I can't find
Well,
it.
then let's move on to "Wrapped in the Win."
Yes, which is what I've been taking all my notes, or all my notes have come from that. I've been saying.
So I just want to say, if you've never seen this album art, go look at this one. It's the only one today that I think is actually good.
Yeah.
These Rappers Say They Hard is really funny because it's just like a weird half-edited picture of his prison ID.
Yeah.
But Wrapped in the Wind is just like him holding his kid. It's really wholesome.
Yeah, he's got a couple like that. That are like good album covers.
So the way I did this album, because it is the same songs with Cobra added.
Right.
So what I did,
the lyrics are not different.
That's what I'm saying. They just sometimes. So here's how it goes. I say Cobra's added. Again, the Cobra voice when Cobra is on a song is just Viper's regular voice.
Right.
And Viper is the pitched down demon voice.
Right.
So I say that like he added in Cobra, but really he just added in himself and left Cobra.
That's correct.
So what I did is that for each song of the next 3 albums, I went through and I figured out what percentage of the song was Cobra, because I wanted to see, like, was there a point to making this remix with Cobra? Like, was it worth it? Did it matter? Like, are you just doing it to remix it with the deeper voice?
Yeah.
Is there a reason why Cobra is here? So as we go, I'll let you give notes, but I'm going to start each song with the title that I have, and then the percentage of it that is Cobra.
Okay.
So Thongs Fall, the first track, is 40% Cobra. He has like 2 hooks, and the opening hook, the second verse, and the final hook. That's actually 60%, so great math, but 60% Cobra for the first song.
Okay.
Do you have any additional notes for Thongs Fall, or you just
No.
want to keep rolling?
No.
All right, so
I've said basically
again.
everything. Again, they're the same fucking songs. I've said I've said my piece with them. I will say again, I've mentioned. I think that on a couple of the songs on here, the modulation adds to it rather than detracts from it. But from the for the most part, I think that it detracts from it.
And we'll probably spend a little bit more time on the other two because there are the beats are different. They ruin them entirely, I would say.
Right.
They being Viper and Viper pretending to be his own son.
That's correct.
So this one exactly the same beats wise, just sometimes there's Viper voice and Cobra's here. Time and time again, the second song has no Cobra on it. There is no Cobra. It's all the deep voice Viper.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
As Boys Fall Off is 20% Cobra. He has the first verse. All right. Big Cash is 20% Cobra. He has the second verse. All Girls Are in Love with Us is 40% Cobra. He's got the last verse and the last hook. So good on Cobra.
Good for Cobra.
Watch Us is 20% Cobra. He has the second verse again. Get used to that, by the way. As We Bling, when I listen to this, technically I think the answer is the same. 20% he has the second verse. But he didn't get the mix right this time when he used Cobra.
I love that.
It's like wrong. It's not his normal voice. I think he does pitch up his normal voice like a little bit for Cobra, but he went a little too far and it's a little distorted. So it just doesn't sound like the same character. So 0 is what I give that song specifically.
0 stars, Viper.
Yeah, watching these haters. Watching these haters, 20% Cobra. He has the second verse again. Plain to See is 20% Cobra.
I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed that wasn't It's Plain to See from the first.
I was hoping it was going to be Viper doing the like It's Plain to See that you.
Me too.
And then Cobra doing the rest. That would have been awesome. No, it's just trash. It's just a cover of one of the others.
Yeah.
So yeah, 20%, and Cobra only has the second hook. I just gave because I want to point this out, and this is why it really hurt my brain listening to these and going through and giving a percentage. Every song, every Viper song is the exact same format. Maybe this is a universal thing, and I just don't listen to a lot of hip hop or rap. But hook 1, verse 1, hook 2, verse 2, longer hook 3. Yeah. Every song. So the way I did it was and then there's no like switching over halfway through a verse or anything. It's just.
Which sucks because he did that on.
He sure did
on Hiram Clark.
So in this one, it's just if you're singing the hook, you sing the whole hook. So the way I did it, if he has one part, that's 20%. Obviously, the second hook is probably not 20% of the runtime, but
yeah.
I don't care.
And I know. Yeah, I get it.
I mash on them boys.
Percentage of lyrics, not percentage of time.
Yeah. I mash on boys. 20%.
Which is a
Cobra.
Hilarious name.
That is really good. He only sings the first hook, which is very short, and then the rest is Viper. But it is deep voice Viper, so you could take these 20% as like, it's not really laziness. It's almost the opposite. He went too far. Yeah. This is supposed to be a Cobra record, but it's mostly just him pitch shifting his vocals down. I don't know. Yes. Ballin' Never Fallen, which is also a pretty funny name, considering it's Ballin' not fall, but whatever. Same deal as before, 20% Cobra. He has the second verse. Nothing new. Top of the Stang. Terrible
great
title.
Name.
Guess what? 20% Cobra. He has the second hook this time.
Before we move on, Stang, we mentioned this in episode 1 of Gleaming and Shining. He also likes
he's Stang a lot.
He stangs a lot too, so we should get a Stang going too.
We got another Stang coming up on this album too.
We do.
This here, 20% Cobra. He has the second verse again. We Stack All Day. That's 20% Cobra. He's got the second hook. Got a Stang. That's 20% Cobra. He's got the first verse.
God damn it.
The way I did this is that I added it up, and it actually worked out pretty perfect. it adds up to the entire album. Cobra is 20% of it. So I gave this, considering that I gave the original one a 2, I gave this one a 0.4 out of 10 because it's only 20% of the first one.
You gave the first one a 2?
Out of 10? Yeah.
I gave the first one a 9!
I did not like it.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, so 0.4 is what I gave this one. What did you give Wrapped in Win?
Wrapped in Win, I gave an 8.
Okay.
Again, the beats, I really like the beats. I really, really like the beats.
In fairness,
for Viper albums.
Right. You're doing your out of 10 based on Viper albums. I'm just doing out of 10.
That's fair. That's fair.
I am also... My typical thing is just I rank them, right? I just want to say that these rappers claim they hard is probably the best one, and then Wrapped in Win
is worse. Yeah,
and then Fish and Chips is a little bit worse, or probably a lot worse, and then Thugs of a Feather is the worst one.
Yeah, Thugs of a Feather is god awful.
So do you have anything about Wrapped in Win before we move on to Fish and Chips?
I gotta say, at about top of the Stang, I entered a fugue state for the next 2 hours 15 minutes, however long it took me to listen to the rest of this album and Fish and Chips and Thugs of a Feather. I did not write a single note for the other 2 albums.
Oh, well, don't worry, I got stuff for you.
Thank God,
and
because
by that,
I literally
mean
like
Cobra percentages, but
oh Jesus,
so,
he changes the percentages.
Yes, they are different.
Oh, Jesus.
They are consistently different from here out. So
that's actually better than I was expecting. That is less lazy than I was anticipating, because I thought he just took both albums and then just chopped and screwed them both. But if he actually he took the vocal track and
he completely changed. This is like, so I would say that Wrapped in Win was just he did his Cobra Viper thing to these rappers' claim. And then with Fish and Chips, he took the vocals and edited them, and he took the beats and edited them. And then I think he just, like, these are lazy things. You're remixing an album. Thugs of a Feather is just lazy cash grab.
Yeah.
We'll get there, but this
Which is hilarious because there's no way he's made any sort of
money.
Like
so Thugs of a Feather, the best I could tell was the same beats as Fish and Chips, ordered slightly differently with different amounts of Cobra. And also some fun shenanigans at the end that I will talk about. But let's do Fish and Chips first, huh?
Yeah.
So everything that Garrett liked about the first 2 albums, the production, they're all gone.
Yeah, it went straight down the fucking drain. These albums, I gave Fish and Chips a 1, and I gave Thugs of a Feather a 0.
I gave Fish and Chips because this is a little bit of a spoiler, but this album is 41% Cobra, which is good for a 0.82 out of 10. I gave Thugs of a Feather a fucking -12. That is a direct quote in my parentheses. I will get to it, but it is
that you've ever said.
That is correct. So we'll get there, the reasoning. But Fish and Chips, you see 41% Cobra. Again, I want to remind you that the more Cobra is in the song, the less he did to it.
Right.
Because the Viper voice is the one that's changed. So he starts off okay with the song.
This could not be more fucking confusing. For people who have not heard.
Yeah, you've got to listen to. Actually, don't listen to this. Go back and listen to the song "Got Yo Gat" on Hiram Clark because it's pretty cool.
And they say their names a lot.
And also, this is what I want to get out, because I don't know if I mentioned... Did I mention why I think that song kind of works?
No.
So, I think that Got Yo Gat kind of works because the song is written with the Cobra and Viper dynamic in mind. They talk to each other.
Yeah.
It's 2 people talking to each other, so it makes sense. And yet, in these remixes, it's just him taking the verses that are originally for one person and just making like, okay, I'm gonna pitch my voice down for these sections, and that's gonna be the Viper parts, and then the part I don't edit at all is Cobra now.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have the same effect. It just feels like he's moving his voice up and down on the settings bar. So it just doesn't work the same way. It's super disappointing because I was really hoping that whatever the original ended up being, it's these rappers claim, I'm pretty sure, that was going to be an album written for like two people songs with Viper and Cobra,
me too.
but it's just not.
Me too.
It's just a Viper album.
Right.
So anyway, rant over. All women's is thongs drop for us. That is 60% Cobra. The beat is so bad. Dude, these beats are all so bad, and they're not even like classic Viper, like boring bad.
No.
There's not even like samples in it. It's just like it's like he made. I don't even know.
Weirdly enough, these two chopped and screwed versions are worse than the two chopped and screwed versions we listened to last week, in my opinion.
I 200% agree. It is bizarre.
He somehow got worse at chopping and screwing.
Well, see, I'm not convinced that the beats, like, they're changed, but I don't even think that they're edits of the original. I think they're completely new beats.
And
entirely.
He just dropped a vocal track over it.
Exactly. And
That's
so I think he was experimenting with some like new weird beats and just dropped remixes of other songs. I don't know, but it doesn't work at all. A lot of the time his vocals, like it was clear in my mind that he did not go back and try to time the beat to what he's saying, because it's just all over. It's like he is in the backseat of the car singing to a song he has his earbuds on his earbuds, and you're in the front seat listening to something else. It's really strange. These Busters Don't Know Me is 40% Cobra. We Win is the next song. That's also 40% Cobra. So Much Cake I Got is 60% Cobra. I know that cake means money in this sense, but I think it's the way he says it always makes me think that his like giant ass is why girls like him.
Yeah, but it's not. The reason the girls like him is his chin. He's very explicit about that.
That's true. Next is Every Girl in the World Is in Love with Us.
Which is a great fucking name.
Obviously, this is the wrong version to listen to, but the chorus, the hook for this song is so funny. It's like, girls love me because I'm so sensitive. Let me find it real quick. It's
it's good. It's really good.
Girls love me because I'm so real, because I'm laid back, because I'm so chill, sharing their emotions and how they feel. That's why with me they make lifelong deals. Lifelong deals is a great way to say marriage, by the way.
Which also we know is not true because he's been left by so many women that he writes songs about. Yep.
So I like that one a lot. That's a pretty catchy hook that they immediately ruin. It works with his regular voice or Cobra in some of the remixes, but the Viper pitch down, like Daddy Viper, doesn't work at all.
I don't like that you said Daddy Viper.
Well,
but that is absolutely that's what we're saying from here on out. When we're talking about Viper and Cobra, we're going to say Daddy Viper and Viper.
Okay, that sounds great. So
just to make it more confusing on people.
Good. Watch Us is also 40% Cobra. Get used to that number, by the way, because Them Haters, the next song, also 40% Cobra.
Oh, Jesus.
These Boys Won't Find Peace of Mind.
Which is fucking, we super missed out on that name. That's so good.
I just did not know that this album or this song existed, or I would have insisted that These Boys Won't Find Peace of Mind. But
absolutely.
It is only.
You know what? That's going to be
Cobra.
That's our new bio on everything. These
boys won't find peace of mind. That's a good one, actually. That's really funny. God, 20% Cobra. He does the first, and then Daddy Viper just sings his little heart out for like 8 consecutive minutes. It felt like. Straight Clowner is 40% Cobra. So back on the 40%. He's consistent. You gotta give him that. We Mash on These Men, which is a better version of We Mash on These Boys, I think.
No. The other version is I Mash on Boys.
Okay. That's 20% Cobra. He got the opener again. Ball to Never Fall. Great. He really is having a lot harder of a problem coming up with another name for that song specifically. That's 40% Cobra. by the way, I will point out he does a good job on this album exclusively of varying. Like they're all 40% Cobra, and I'm not going into it because I don't care and you don't care. But he is moving around which like hooks and verses Cobra does. Because on the last one, it was a pattern where Cobra did like hook 2 and verse 2, and that was it. But this one, it's all over the place, which is good or bad. Next
both.
up, Top of the Hustle. That's 40% Cobra. We Win All Day. That's 40%.
Jesus.
This Come Up Here. I have no idea what that name is. 40%. And Hustle Big. Yeah, that's 40%. Terrible. Terrible album. Beats were the only thing worth it. Hearing the lyrics a third time, masked by bad beats, did not do it any favors.
Yeah. I've said this. This has been my criticism of the other two Chopped and Screwed albums that we listened to last week. Is he ruins like some actually like decent Viper songs.
Yeah.
And that's so much more despicable to me than just a shitty original Viper song.
Right, because he did it and then he undid it.
Yeah, because he actively destroyed the one, like, he had a good thing going and actively made it worse. And that is despicable. I hate Viper.
See, I'm also disappointed because I think Fish and Chips is like that's an alright name for an album or a song.
Really?
I think it's like fine. It's like Gin and Juice. You have Fish and Chips. But he totally wasted it here. It's Wrapped in Win is definitely a Viper name, and the first one is definitely a Viper name.
Yes.
But then we get to the worst piece of shit I think I've ever heard.
Which is unfortunate because it has the best name.
The best
Thugs
name.
of a Feather.
I think this is another runner-up. I think for potential names. Thugs of a Feather.
Yeah,
that's really
also,
funny.
Yeah.
Again, I gave
that sounds like a
mid-90s
-12. Thugs of a Feather sounds like a mid-90s like hood movie.
Yeah. So this is the laziest thing I've ever seen. Because not only it's Cobra and Viper, and to his credit, I guess, he did switch around where Cobra and Viper were. Like it's different stuff. Like they're different verses from last time.
Yeah.
But the bad beats from before are back. I think they might sometimes be chopped and screwed versions of the new bad beats that he just added, but they're terrible. I'm gonna go through this, but at the end there's a special surprise.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for this because, oh my god, the last two songs are really something. They really break new ground for Viper in terms of his artistry. Check this.
Yeah,
That's
give us
the
the
first
lightning
song.
round. Give us the lightning
Check
round.
this, 20%. Erasing Boys, 20%. Every Ladies Drops Thongs for Us, 60%. Forever Stackin', 20%. Huge Winnin', 20%. Locked on Rise, 20%. No Way to Loose, that's loose, not lose, loose.
Right.
20%. See How We Bling, 0%. There is no Cobra on this song. That There is 20%, which again, 0%, but that means he edited all of it. So,
right.
You know, These Women Go Crazy for Us, that's 40% Cobra. They Knew from Day One, 60%. Too Much Paper We Got, 40%. We Ball and Maul, he's using maul as a verb, which I don't know.
Wait.
20%.
But Maul spelled M-A-L-L?
Yes.
Not M-A-U-L.
No.
Fuck yeah.
Then this is the official name. I looked this up. We the Destroyers, not destroy. He forgot the R. We the Destroyers of All Haters. That's 20% Cobra. But then, if you're listening to this, which don't, like, you can go and check to see if I'm like lying to you. But I promise, the last song, Top Strangers, which this goes back to something we've mentioned before. Every Viper album is about an hour and is 15 tracks exactly.
Yes.
I don't know how when you're making a remix of the same album that's 15 tracks long for the third time in a row that you ran out of songs or forgot one, but Top Strangers is We the Destroyers of All Haters. They are the same song with the same version of the same bad beat with the same orientation of Cobra and Viper. They are the exact same songs duplicated and copied.
That
this is
feels
already
like
the laziest version of this is the laziest thing he's ever put out already, because it's the third version of this album that he's making of Cobra and Viper covers of the same album. And he couldn't even be bothered to figure out which song he still needed to remix.
Dude, he
just put the same one on there twice. And it had no likes or dislikes. And I added a dislike, and
and Viper
YouTube,
came and shot you.
No, YouTube took it away. The topics page disabled likes and comments after I disliked.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Top Stangers and We the Destroyers of All Haters, if you don't learn anything else from this week, they are the same song. Cobra, Viper, whoever he is the laziest son of a bitch I have ever seen. I cannot believe it.
That feels like he was making the album and he had the audio files and he was renaming it shit, and he was like, "Oh fuck, I already put this song. I gotta put the next song on this remix. I'm gonna name it something else." And then he didn't realize that he fucked up and put the same one twice. Just renamed it and then pressed it, and then somebody was like, "Hey, Viper, you accidentally put the same thing twice, right? Like you just changed it up like a little bit." And he goes, "No, I don't know what you're talking about. It's a different song."
I don't know. I am so
that's
upset.
Fucking incredible.
That's
fucking
incredible.
But we did it. We made it through.
We did it. I would like to just be done and ask if you have any thoughts about anything else other than this music that we can talk to finish our time.
Yeah, man.
I don't think that he has earned our rights to talk about the songs anymore.
Speaking of diamonds shaped like hexagons, did you see that Lil Uzi Vert got a diamond implanted in his skull, like in his
I
head?
did. So the first thing that I heard someone talking about that was that they want to be like Thanos, reaching into Vision's head for the Infinity Stone and just reach in there and yoink it. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. Hey, these albums all came out in 2010. Would you like to hear about some other things that happened in 2010?
2010 was a really, really good year. I agree. As I recall.
You know what came out in 2010? Debuted first time ever. Instagram comes out in 2010.
Wow.
Other good news. Germany in 2010 paid the last reparation payment from World War I.
Yeah, the Treaty of Versailles.
Yeah, so that's good. Unfortunately, though, things were a little scary. We live in pandemic times these days. How lucky we were back in the day.
The swine flu.
We were worried about H1N1, the swine flu.
Swine flu.
That we were able to keep going to school, and no one died of H1N1.
I think there was like 8 people that died in the U.S.
That's true.
But yeah, compared to 450,000, it's nothing.
And now for the top stanger, if you will, the number one thing that I think of from 2010, the horrible explosion of Deepwater Horizon, the BP oil platform that ruined the Gulf of Mexico. Probably still. I think there's still some issues with that.
Absolutely. So I 100% believe that it's still fucked up.
In 2010,
did you see they made a movie about that with fucking Matt Damon or Mark Wahlberg or somebody like that?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know, man. What a cool name for something to blow up, though.
Yeah, Deepwater Horizon is badass. Have you ever seen Event Horizon?
Yeah, that's a
great movie.
Yeah, I know that. Here's some trivia for you. The deepest man-made hole is actually I think it's Exxon or Shell. It's a drill that's drilling oil out of like the lowest point in the crust.
That's sick.
Yeah, so if you ever find any big holes, there might be oil in there. Dive in. And
Texas gold, baby.
If anyone out there, if you do strike oil, don't forget to donate some money back to our GoFundMes. We still got to find Ice LaBelle,
right,
and Picardy Proof, and Viper's car.
And we got to go be Viper's therapist.
And we're going to burn down Hiram Clark. Yeah. And then we're going to rebuild it. And it's going to be worse than it was before. And then we're going to
clean up Deepwater Horizon.
If you want to clean up Deepwater Horizon, hit that subscribe button.
Maybe that's what happened to Viper, though.
And if you do us a favor give us. I want to see. I want to see if anyone's gonna participate with this. Give me a song that you like a fake Viper song, and put it in the comments. See if you can come up with a good fake Viper song. There's a Twitter page out there I found that's just it's like a bot that just chooses random words.
Yeah.
And it makes like 3 random Viper albums a day.
That's awesome.
Look, if this man can call a song Peep Stang, then you can call anything. So, you know.
Words don't matter.
That's true, especially not Viper's words.
Yeah.
By the way, while we're here, I'd like to announce that, hey, guess what, fellas? We had another special episode next week.
Thank God. Yeah, let me write it down this time. I had to re-listen to the episode.
All right, you ready? You ready for... This is the Thug Trilogy.
Ooh.
All right, so first of all, we have Things Thugs Do. All right?
All right.
Then we have Murda Thug 2.
There's no Murder Thug 1, huh?
Nope. This is, by the way, all of the songs on this. I don't know where all of these are from. I guess we'll find out. But they're all like the first song is called "It's Me," and then in parentheses slow version, in parentheses Ballers Mix, in parentheses Hoopers Mix.
Oh,
so these the first 1, 2, 3, 4 songs are all at least 5 minutes long.
Jesus Christ!
There's a 6-minute song on this album.
This is gonna be excruciating.
Yes, but you know. Got to get those 15 tracks in there though, even if they're all like 5.5 minutes long. So, we have Things Thugs Do, Murda Thug 2, and Thug's Passion.
That is a really good name.
I 100% agree.
Thug's Passion. I'm excited. This is hopefully they're better than Thugs of a Feather.
I think they will be. I think Thug's Passion looks like a new album.
And you know what's really nice? There's only 3 songs. 3 albums. We only gotta listen to 3 next week. That's a break. We've had to listen to 4 the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I think other than Murda Thug, this looks like 2 new albums.
Well, we'll find out.
Anyway.
I don't have as much confidence in Viper as you do.
Uh-huh. Well, hey, who are we?
Jeez, you want to leave now? Fine.
I don't know. Let's keep going.
No. I'm Garrett.
And I'm Will.
And this has been 2 cowards who won't find peace of mind.
And we do got our gats, though.
We do got our gats. I am ready to attack. I'm unsure if Will is ready to attack. But
Murda Thug 2 has a naked woman on the front.
Fuck yeah.
So
Fuck
anyway,
yeah.
If you like naked women, like this video and subscribe. And we'll see you next week.